We are on episode
9.
9. And on this episode,
Yep.
we talk about
Dund Dragons.
Dungeons and the Dragons, and
I call it Dund because
Yeah.
it's D and D in it.
why is it DND or is
That's
it
what I
D
mean.
ampersand D?
It's the N.
We talked about it anyway,
Yeah.
and we talked about the music, and do you want music, do you not want music, do you want ambience, do you not want ambience, and just how much fun it is.
Good, yeah.
And then we talked about co-op games.
Cooperative games.
Yep, of which I know nothing about because I am a loner and just like to play games
Well,
alone.
hopefully next time we record a podcast, William, you will have played some cooperative games with me and my friends.
I
Our
hope so.
friends.
Friends. That'll be nice.
You will.
Anyway, enjoy episode 9. But yeah, I want to make some interludes, and so I've set up that website to sell podcast music and stuff, and I want to eventually have it so that you do, like, you got the music, and then you've got the beds, so you have that music running in the background, and then you've got the interludes, and then people can buy it as a bundle.
Yeah.
Would be the idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I just wanted to get it up, and I bought
Nothing.
nothing.
I was going to say you theme them.
Theme them, yeah.
Yeah.
At the
So
moment, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm just playing around with it and writing some tunes.
Yeah.
But I thought I want somewhere. There are places where you can buy stuff like that.
Yeah, like Apple Loops is
Yeah.
what everyone uses.
Yeah.
You hear them all over the place.
YouTube's got free music on it as well if you're
Oh,
posting
really?
up, and you can just pick the audio that you want. You go, yeah, I want that tune. It's just like,
Oh, yeah, definitely. In fact, because you hear them, you're like, everyone's using this song. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's just a free, royalty-free loop.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But then that's good enough for some things. But I don't know. I've got my own intro on this,
Mm-hmm.
and then I thought, well, other people might want their own intros. They want it branded as, well, this is their sound.
Yeah.
And so they can either buy like the song or package or whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then they could say, hey, can you write me one exclusively for me?
Yeah.
I go, yes, I can.
Good.
Maybe. That's the idea.
Well, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So it's like custom jingles as well as like a library.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And bundles and things, and yeah. I just like the web address ends in .studio.
That's cool.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No.
That's cool.
There's so many dots now, isn't there?
Yeah, because I guess they were not running out. Why did they release all these new .whatevers? .gov is obviously government, but then you can have loads of things now.
There's loads. Well, it used to be I remember it. Didn't it used to just be where it was, the location of it? Like, .co.uk.
Yeah.
.us. dot
Was it ever
DE.
.us or was it just .com? I don't think there was a .us, was there?
Yeah, I think there is.
Oh.
I think that it's either .co.us or something. I honestly think there is one.
Oh.
Again, let's .co.us. Yeah. Colorado Parks and Wildlife is the top.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, oh no, that's just for Colorado.
Oh, so it's CO is Colorado in the US. So that's a state ending one then.
Yeah.
.co.us. Oh, so you might have I'm trying to think of another
Texas,
state.
TX.
Yeah. .us.
Yeah.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a really good program called Nathan Barley, and a joke in that is that he registered his website in the Cook Islands, so
Right.
it's .co.ck, so it's .cock, trashbat.cock.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's actually a thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do you want to talk about D&D first? That was on the list.
yeah.
That'll be an interesting one.
How do you want to talk about D&D? Because we don't play together.
We don't. Well, this is why I thought it would be interesting to talk about it, because we play in different ways.
Yeah, but we're neither of us are DMs either. We're both players.
Yeah.
Although I do want to do it.
I don't think I could handle being a DM. I can't think on my feet.
Yeah,
And then all the pressure's on you,
yeah.
and it'd be horrible.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's exciting. I mean, like, yeah, there's a lot of pressure, but I think I'd like it. I think I'd like it. I think I'd like coming up with the scenarios and writing it. But as a player, anyway, yeah, it's good.
Look, I think the main thing I like is that I never sat around and played with games with people before. Like, I don't play... If I'm sitting down to play a game, it's because I'm sitting down and then I might have a glass of wine or a beer or something, and I just sit down and relax and I play a nice chilled out game.
Yeah.
So I play games to relax.
Yeah.
Which is why I play all these. And I'm going to remember the phrase this time, stroll playing games.
Stroll playing games.
It took me an hour last time I was here to remember that.
Yeah, it did.
And then I thought, stroll playing games, you went, that's terrible.
No, I thought it was quite good. It was just the amount of time it took to get there made it rubbish.
Well, it could have taken an hour and I could have not just said anything and then gone, oh, stroll playing games.
Yeah.
But it's the fact I moaned for an hour and sat there, rocking on the chair.
Humming to yourself.
That's what I like. It's sociable.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
So what, the D&D is... What, the D&D is forced sociable, isn't it? Like,
yeah, whether you want to see the people or not.
You have to.
But, so I think there's 8 of us, which I think might be a bit too many for our one.
Okay.
Just because we haven't got there yet, but like, what do you do when someone can't turn up? At the moment, we've just gone, okay, we'll do it next week, fine. And book it in for next week. So I think tomorrow is going to be our 5th. Okay, so it's Thursday today, because this will go out at the weekend probably. So on Friday, it'll be our 5th game that we've done. Yeah. Which is all right, but it's trying to get 8 people together to do the same thing, to go and do something. Yeah. Trying to get 8 people to go out for dinner is difficult.
It's impossible to organise anyone unless you offer them money or they're really into what you're doing.
They could have in-game gold. If you every time you turn up, here's 10 gold.
That's like a mobile game giving you daily prizes for playing it every day. Well, no. I don't know. It's hard organising people. It's annoying because you're like, surely you want to play this, and like we all wanted to play it. I don't know. It's just frustrating. That is the hardest thing, is the organisation, really.
But the differences between ours are, I'm playing D&D like as the book says, with all the rules, and you roll the 2d6 and then you roll the d20 to check the other thing and stuff.
Yeah, you play with like more than, I think we have 8 stats.
Right.
That's it.
I think there's only about 8 in this, really.
No, because then yours, like, then you have subgroups, don't you? And
I suppose
stuff
so,
like that.
yeah, but they're all linked to the main 8 or however many there are. There's not that much difference.
Yeah.
It's just, I think, about what dice to roll. That's
we only roll a d20.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah, like if you're like, roll a dice,
I think only
what one do I roll?
At the beginning. So we want to get good enough. So I've been watching...
you want to be a good player.
I want to be a good player. I've been watching Critical Role. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, I'm obsessed with it, and they've just started a new series. So I got about 13 episodes into series 1. Yeah. But they were like 140 episodes in when they finished, and I thought, I'm not going to catch up with that. Yeah. They just started a new series, so I'm on episode 3 of that, and each episode is like 3 hours long.
And what is it? Just like one campaign that they're doing?
So this is a new campaign now. This is campaign number 2.
And are they making it up, or are they going by some D&D book?
They're going by the rules of the D&D book, but it's a custom campaign, I think. So he's made the campaign up, and he's made up at least one custom class for the characters.
Okay. Well, Martin said that Martin is our DM. He said that Dungeons and Dragons isn't really like the only tabletop game, and we're not really playing Dungeons and Dragons in a way because we've made up the not made up the rules, but we tweak the rules to how we want to play it to make it simpler. So we might be playing more of a different type of tabletop role-playing game. Dungeons and Dragons just is the most popular one that people know about. But there is actually loads of other ones.
Yeah, I've never got into any other.
I've never really heard about any other ones.
Catan, is that one?
I think so.
Settlers of Catan?
I don't know. I can't be bothered to Google it.
No.
But yeah.
But music, because this whole thing's meant to be about music and games in general.
Yeah.
Music how do you feel about music in Dungeons and Dragons? Would you like it with or
vital.
Without? You think it's vital?
Definitely. It's scene setting.
But if you could only pick one, would you have the music or the ambience?
What do you mean by that?
So, like, if you're by a lake, then you have like sounds of the waves coming in or whatever a little bit. Would you rather have the sound of the atmosphere around you, or would you rather have the music? Yeah,
well, Martin's not done that yet. Actually, we've not really had any Foley while we've been playing. Like, we've not done he's not done. You're in a crowd and there's the sound of crowd.
Yeah.
He's done.
Would that make it more immersive? Do you think?
I think it possibly would actually, but I don't know whether it would be too much to maintain. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd almost have to have a separate person there doing it. I'm not saying that he isn't capable of doing it. I'm saying what he's doing is more engaging than if he'd have to turn to the laptop every time and you know,
press another and like, oh, what, you're there now, let's do this
exactly
one.
Yeah, like, you know, because he doesn't know where we're going to go, and so he couldn't plan it out in a playlist. But what he does do, I think he makes playlists of moods.
Okay.
So, you know, when we're like, oh, you're going out in town, then it's like happy music or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like you're in a fight, so then it turns to more like,
you've got a big list of the action music.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he does it like that. So I think I'd prefer that than the Foley. Although I do really like, you know, like sound effects and stuff like that. I like that sort of immersive thing. I do find it immersive. But I think you'd have to take away from the game in a way for him to do that.
So I was watching the video with Matt Mercer, who is the DM for Critical Role.
Yeah.
And the whole video was just about, what do you do? Like, do you let them die? And how do you deal with it? And it went really in depth of saying if they do die, you don't really want them to, because that can mess up a thing. They might have been doing 50 episodes with the same character and then it dies. So if they die, it's like a big thing. And he describes all these ways, and it's basically as if someone died in real life. Like,
or like
why don't you all
bereavement.
go out for a drink afterwards and celebrate the life of your character?
Jesus.
And how to integrate a new person into the group. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Martin said maybe he is planning on us being able to die. I think he said there's no point in your character dying this early on because you've got no attachment to them. Yeah. So you die, you just start again. Like, you've died twice already, but you don't care that your character's died.
I didn't die.
Okay, I
fell over and was knocked out, and I was unconscious.
Okay, but then if your character did die, and you're only 6 chapters in, you're not going to be that bothered. Whereas if you're at 50 chapters in, you're going to be like, oh man, no way.
I wouldn't be bothered until I bought myself a little figurine.
You're still, as I said, I think that's a stupid thing as well. You might change clothes.
Well, yeah, but it's just there.
You might get a scar.
It's there to represent you, isn't it?
You're there to represent you. I put on a wig.
Yeah, I could turn up wearing some
I genuinely
robes.
put on a wig. It's down there.
You give me your dressing gown, I'll turn up wearing... I don't own a dressing gown, so you give me your dressing gown, I'll turn up wearing that. I'm a wizard.
Why not? Buy a dressing gown. It's like 10 quid a funny joke.
I hate dressing gowns.
I genuinely wear a wig. I wore this dressing gown in the last D&D campaign that we played because it was part of the Avatar universe. The Last Airbender, not the gay James Cameron thing. Mm-hmm. And I was an airbender, and this dressing gown is a red, beautiful dressing gown that looks like an airbender's uniform.
Yeah.
I wore that, and I wore a bald wig as well with an arrow on the head. Sorry.
Oh, she got past.
Yeah. Chloe had to get past because we're sat in the most inconvenient way.
Right in front of the kitchen and right in the way.
Yeah, I think that I did that as a joke, but I genuinely think it immerses me in it a little bit more, especially for other people. They look at you, you're wearing a wig. Like, it's not you, you're then that character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I also did quite a funny thing. I just want to boast what I think I did.
Yes.
The end of the chapter, Martin was like, oh, you're going on a journey. And then I said, I'll make the sandwiches. And then the next chapter we played, I made everyone jam sandwiches and put them in little grease-proof bags and gave them out at the beginning of the game in real life.
Oh, okay.
So like,
I was thinking, it didn't make much sense. Like, well, you're making sandwiches. How's that a big achievement in the game?
No, I made real jam sandwiches and gave them out to everyone as a joke.
Oh, nice.
And the chapter was called Beadle Promised Sandwiches. My character's called Beadle.
Okay. And then you brought sandwiches.
And I bought sandwiches.
Oh.
Yeah, just little touches like that. I know I'm boasting about myself, but like things like that, like I like about
that
games
gives me ideas.
And things like that. Does your DM still put sounds on?
Yeah, we got ambience. So if we're in a cave, we found cave ambience. He's got a wireless speaker and puts on like drip, 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 and you're inside a cave.
That's cool. What would you prefer?
I think I like it like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Which is, as a composer, I'd be like, yeah, music, put them all the music in. But we've tried with a bit of music, and it always, I don't know, it's never quite right for the situation, and then you just think, and then it changes to the next track, and you go, oh, it changed, and now I feel a bit different because the music's changed. Yeah, I kind of get that, yeah, definitely. But I mean... Well, everyone else might be sitting around and not even caring. It's like, yeah, it's music. Okay. Well, that is definitely a good point. No, like, you know when you're like, oh, I'm being really irritated by this song, why no one else seems bothered, and they're like, oh, there's music on, you're like, what do you mean? It's been on this entire time. Yeah, that's weird. Like, I guess that's because I think that's because music. What are you doing? Yeah, I think that's because you make music. I think that we, are musically inclined. Yeah, that we think about that sort of thing. Yeah. So we just have ambience,
Yeah.
and it works.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
Yeah, that's D&D done.
Yeah.
If you're making a video game like soundtrack, the way you're making the game music is that you've got, how am I trying to say this? You've got tracks, but they're different. You've got to put them together so that they sound good as an album or on a CD or whatever. That's having them as actual tracks to listen to compared to tracks in the game are two separate things, because when they're in the game,
Well, you've got dynamics.
yeah, so
stuff.
when they're in the game they can sort of fade in and out and they drift into one another.
Yeah.
And then when you create the actual track, you've got to think, well, how am I going to put these 3-4 stems that are all kind of drifting in and out? How do I make that into a track that someone wants to listen to with maybe a nice beginning and a nice ending?
Yeah. Get another item out and we'll do a different topic.
Good local co-op games.
Oh, yes.
Because this is something that I'll know nothing about really, because like I said, I just play
By
myself, all alone.
Yeah. So we've been slowly collecting a good old library of games.
I've played some with you guys. I played Broforce.
I don't like that one.
No?
No.
Great. My only suggestion, that's it.
Come on, you played Towerfall with us.
I didn't like that one.
That's one of my favourite ones.
That's like, not Tetris. That's where you're trying to build the towers up.
No, that's
it?
Tricky Towers.
Oh,
That was
such
good
a
as well.
different name.
No, Towerfall Ascension is like it's like a 2D platformer, all against all. You have arrows, and you fire arrows. They're special arrows.
Oh, okay.
And
Was it a bit like Super Smash Brothers?
Well, I mean, it's a bit like Super Smash Brothers. You're in one screen.
Yeah, and
so
there's you've got
edges
a couple of levels bits there, and you're all jumping up and trying to kill each other.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you fall off the bottom of the screen, you come out the top, and
Yeah.
you can't die by that. You just have to get done by an arrow or whatever.
Yeah.
That one's amazing. You
Yeah.
played that with us. Oh, my back's starting to hurt.
We need a better setup for
Yeah.
podcasts.
Also, I realised I don't think I like doing it inside my house because I think I might be a bit too casual.
My house got traffic going past all the time.
That's fine. You've got a special doodly doo.
It's so annoying.
Get rid of
though.
that.
And then
That's fine.
people beep past my house. Well, I've no idea why. It drives me insane.
You're very popular.
There's
William.
no other cars out there. There's one car, 11 o'clock at night. And it just
Yeah.
put its horn on.
Yeah.
Are they signalling someone? Maybe it's the
Maybe.
same person every time.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe they're indicating they're getting home. Like, they're just
Shut the
happy
fuck
that they're
up.
nearly there. Hey, nearly home again. He does it every 10 metres.
Just to let everyone know where he is. He knows all the people down the street. And
Yeah,
oh, there's Jim again.
Oh, he's nearly home.
And when you don't hear it,
all.
Jim must be in trouble. Go get him, boy. You send your dog out. You don't want to go see Jim. You're fed up of Jim.
I hate Jim. He's beeping all the time. Anyway,
Games.
So there's one that, right, so last time we talked about Human Fall Flat.
Yep.
I'm like, good game, you like it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yes.
the premise of the game
No, I
and
do
the
really
first
like
few
it.
levels are fun.
I really enjoy
You
it
might be
until
tired.
it went the other way round and Sam was running the game and I was joining his server because it's peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
And
Before
then I
you know it.
realised all the trouble he was having.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there was so much lag and I couldn't play the game.
But that's a completely different problem.
Well,
'Cause
no,
you're
it's a
playing it
problem.
online.
But it's a problem of the game. But yeah, so this isn't
No,
a
it's
couch
only-
co-op
It's
game.
only a game. That was only a problem because you're playing it online. Okay. Well, anyway, imagine the premise of that. What did you love doing on Human Fall Flat? What was the best bit about it?
I liked picking up the other player and not letting them do anything.
Okay, so Gang Beast is a 4-player version of that. It's
Right.
Royal Rumble. You're all the Human Fall Flat character, and you have to throw each other off the side. Except this time you can punch and headbutt.
Awesome.
It's incredible. All of the scenery, like all of the the background and that, it's all interactable. It's all destroyable basically. Most levels are destroyable.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. And it's 4-player and local co-op, and
Yeah.
it's just ragdoll throwing people about, but it's really fun and satisfying.
That does sound good. See, I never have not even one person. I never have 4 people around my house. So I never get to do these co-op things. I suppose if I go around someone else's house and then, I guess coming around yours would be the only time I'd ever play co-op games with
Come
people.
round on Sunday, William.
Okay.
But yeah, because it basically happens at my house every weekend now.
Nice.
So that's why we're so into them.
Okay. And you're building up a collection. What other ones have you got then? Or
Okay.
what other ones would you recommend? Because you might have some that are
Yeah. No. So Speedrunners is also good, but I think that's a big PC one that's been out for ages. I think, to be fair, most of these games have probably been out for ages.
Right.
It's just that we get them when they're on sale.
Are they all
people we are.
Are they all mostly indie games?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure no one makes any big local co-op games
No.
or local, like, 4-player games. So yeah, Speedrunners is good. 2D Rayman Legends. You know Rayman Legends?
Yeah.
So that, except competitive, and you're racing.
Okay.
So you've got like and power-ups.
Yeah.
So you're running up, jumping off walls, getting, it's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, the premise of that's fairly simple, and it works really well. Tense. Yeah, good. Stickbold was a new good one. Stickbold. I think it's just STIK, but it might be CK. It's a dodgeball game.
Oh, cool.
So Crimson Land, the sort of top-down double stick thing. Left stick moves you, right
and
stick is
turns
aim.
around, yeah.
Yep. That, and it's dodgeball, and you throw balls at each other.
Yeah.
First level, you're like, oh, yeah, it's a simple game, and then the second level, there's like environmental things that happen, and then like when you die, you then interfere with the other players that are on the pitch, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Fun, nice game. Nice design. I like the sort of like it's just good. It's fun. I mean, how deep do you want me to go with these reviews?
I don't know. I just wanted an overview of like what games could we play co-op on, like couch co-op, because there aren't.
Okay, Crawl. Have we done Crawl?
Don't think so.
Okay, Crawl is amazing. If you want a game, so all of these ones are kind of, you pick up, you play like 5-6 rounds.
Yeah.
The first time you get it, you play it all night.
Yeah.
And then next time you play them, you play 5-6 and you're like, should we ever go on another one? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Crawl is a game where you have to session it for an hour and a half, because there's like a beginning and a definitive end. There's not rounds.
Okay.
I'll explain Crawl quickly because it's really good, actually.
Yes.
Okay, so 4 players. You all start off as humans, and the initial thing is just you fight each other. It's 8-bit, top-down, twin stick. No, it's not even twin stick. I think it's just single stick, top-down, roguelite. So where, or is it roguelike, where every time you play the game, the levels are different. They're just like a room with a layout, and you just go through doors.
Yeah, what's the word for that? It's a thingy environment. Anyone listening right now would be like, it's called a environment, you idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll come to us at some point.
Anyway, yeah, so it's one of those, and you all start off as humans. And the first room, you're all humans, and you kill each other, and so one of you's left.
Yep.
Then that one person is the one player who's playing the game, and the other 3 players become ghosts who inhabit the creatures in the dungeon to kill the human.
Ooh,
and then when you kill the whoever gets the killing blow becomes the human. Right? But then it doesn't stop there. It's really good. Then you can upgrade your human, so you get weapons. You go to a shop. Right, but you also, if you're not a human, your ghosts get upgraded and your monsters get upgraded. So it's
like the whole game is leveling up as if you were playing single player.
Yep.
But your friends sitting next to you, or who were your friends before the game started, are now the monsters trying to defeat you.
Yeah, but then you're constantly changing between being co-op with each other and then being against the one human.
Yeah.
And it's really satisfying and a very good game. But yeah. We don't play that often because it does take quite a while to play, but that's just the type of people we are. I mean, like, we're ADD gamers.
Right.
Yeah, it's really good, and, it's good. Soundtrack's nice. Yeah, so I would recommend Crawl.
Cool.
Yeah. Another one that we played that's a good co-op one. Most of those ones are all against all.
Yeah.
Overcooked. Have you heard that one?
I have. That's actually one I've heard of, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's really good. We got that recently, actually. I think it was on sale.
It's on the Switch as well, that one is now.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Like it's just a cool co-op game. It gets really intense in the room. Like, and you refer to each other as chef. Like, yes, chef. Well, like I need some tomatoes. Yes, chef.
Yeah.
Like, and
so is it just one of you being the chef, or how does it work?
No, you're all the
You're
same
all the
ability.
chef. Okay.
But it's just better if one person takes charge. So it's just top of the screen you get an order through. Like, say you need to make soup.
Wait, so you're saying this, and we're like, yeah, I only have to work co-op and whatever, and it's good. Yeah, the game that I played where I'm in a fast food thing and I have to make people's orders, but in VR. Whoa.
Well, it's the fact that it was the only one that you played in VR.
It wasn't the only one.
Was it not the only one?
No,
it's the only one you've told me about.
Oh, I played one other one, but I can't remember the name of it. It was really cool. You had like guns at your side, and you had a sword on your back.
That's more like it. See?
And you were being constantly attacked by robots. And if you look down to your side, you could put your hand down your side. It would get the gun there, and you put the hand back there to reload the gun. You could look down the sight and shoot the robots. But if you ran out of bullets, you could either take your cool laser sword thing out of your back, and so you just put your hand behind your back, and it comes out, or you can punch the robots in the face. And they come up to you and they'll try and punch you, but because you're in VR, you can duck underneath it and go poof, and uppercut and stuff.
Cool. Do you remember that thing we did in America?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Star Wars-like thing.
Yeah. Where you had the lightsaber thing. Yeah.
In my memory, that was amazing.
Yeah. Think about how big that unit was that we had on our head.
Yeah.
Because there was no LCD screens when we played that. I'm pretty sure there was a CRT monitor inside that motherfucker.
But it tracked where your lightsaber was.
Yeah, and your head.
Yeah, and that was amazing.
It was awesome.
But I'm sure the graphics were terrible.
Really bad. I remember it never quite getting in focus. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just blurry all the time. Huge, heavy, really big thing. Anyway, because I tell you what it is, because Overcooked is all cartoony and stuff, and it's like you played a first-person realistic office simulator.
First-person cartoony office simulator. Like,
So
it's still
it's
cartoony.
cartoony.
You're in an office, and the people giving you jobs are floating, like screens with faces on. They're the robots of the future.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're floating along, and they're just watching you do your jobs. But you can pick things up, throw it across the room, and you hit a robot in the head. He goes, "Hey!" You'll hear someone.
I'm taking the piss out of you. I'd enjoy playing it. I love it, but I just think it's indicative of your personality.
You work in an office all day, and then you come back and work in an office.
Yeah. But the Overcooked one, it's good. It's tense, and so you're all individual chefs, and you just have to make orders by like getting ingredients, chopping the ingredients, and then putting the ingredients in a bowl,
making sure nothing sets on fire. Yeah.
It's cool. It was fun and tense. I really liked it. Chloe can't play it because she finds it too intense. Like that's how intense
sounds
it is.
like me. Yeah.
You're like, it's too tense.
I get too worked up.
Stressed.
The only co-op game I've played at all, like with anyone at mine, would be Portal 2.
Amazing.
That's
one
really
of the best
good
games though. That you picked like a perfect game.
Yeah. It took me, that was like the first game I tried playing with Rachel, and it took us a while to realise she likes inverted controls and I don't.
Yeah.
But so she was really struggling in the first level. I was like, what? Will you just look up? And she'd go, and the head would look at the floor. Why are you looking that way? Oh, I tried to look up, but I was like, oh, you need it inverted. Yeah. But after that, it was good fun. I like that game.
Those inverted freaks, eh?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You really don't have that many co-op adventures, do you?
No.
All the games
my
I
stuff. So the only games I've ever really played are either all just by myself or I play online with Sam.
Yeah.
So I'm either playing like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
I really want to play that. I've not played that, to be fair.
I played it on the Xbox One and it's shit.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
And it's really... just everything looks grey and washed out and horrible. Play on the PC, it's lovely.
I don't like the Xbox One at all.
Nah.
No. They're rubbish, aren't they?
Well, from this one game that I played, yeah.
From any game that takes half an hour to load.
Oh, that's what I... Yeah, well, it's even on the PS4 when I saw Martin playing The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, this looks awful. Just because
really? Was it because you're used to like 100 FPS or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And because I put mods on to make mine look all colourful and like...
But that's the other reason that I want to get rid of my Mac.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to play games.
Yeah, but with the PC, you can play games, but you've got way more things that can go wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I want VR. The main thing is I want VR because I know it is the thing that will get me back into games.
But then you wouldn't get a laptop.
No, why not?
Well...
surely the technology is good enough to put into a laptop now.
It is. You just have to spend a lot of money. When you could get a much... well, I suppose it's always the thing. You can always get a much beefier PC for the same amount of money as a laptop.
Okay, yeah, I'll get that then. I want to spend no money, and I want it to mainly do VR, and I'm not going to be taking VR out and about, am I? I think it probably
No.
needs its own power supply.
Yeah. But it's, with the VR thing though, with the HTC Vive, they got the Vive Pro now.
Right.
Wireless.
Really? Yeah, but lag.
Nope, apparently not. They've sussed it.
That's my phone. Okay. Yeah, fair. I need to test things I'm so cynical of everything. I do not trust a single review of anything in the entire world now. Because
I was just watching some videos, and there's these 4 guys all standing around with each other and like shooting all these zombie things or monsters that are coming in to attack them. They're like trying to defend a base. Wireless.
Yeah.
Walking around, and you obviously can see the other person in the same room.
Wow. Yeah, and you map out the room with the Vive as well, don't you?
Well, I think for me to get into co-op games would have to be VR stuff.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. I made
Really,
myself
really
feel sick
think so?
as it was coming out of my mouth. I was like,
what is this opinion that's coming out of you right now?
If co-op games,
Maybe if I come around yours on Sunday and I play a co-op game, I might have the best time.
Well, I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
I think a big screen is definitely needed, like when you're playing co-op games.
If I had a bigger place, I'd go for the Vive. But I think if I'm in my little flat that I'm in now, I'd get the Oculus. Yeah. But I've got the VR on the phone.
Yeah.
Which is really fun.
I've still not played with that, and you don't have that on you now.
No, I didn't bring it. I
Why?
I don't carry it around with me everywhere.
You should do.
I know. I have sat at work in my chair, just chilling out at lunchtime in VR.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like meditation stuff to really relax you and that kind of thing. Like take 10 minutes out of your day and just chill out, and in this amazing environment.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
But I'd like to do that in real life.
You just want someone to teleport you to...
No, not for 10 minutes. I want to do it forever.
So this came up on... I can't remember what podcast I was listening to now. This came up yesterday, whatever one I was listening to. And someone was talking to this guy, and he was talking about retirement. He's like, oh, my dream is just to, relax on a beach with margarita and that. It's like, okay, this might have been Jordan Peterson one.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, but that's not a dream.
Yeah,
Like,
that can happen.
That's an afternoon. Well, yeah, it can happen now.
Yeah,
He's saying go do that now if you want to go do that. Just take a couple of days off. But that's not a dream. That's an afternoon. How many margaritas? Are you going to drink 10 margaritas? And then what? Are you going to do it again the next day? Like what? That's not a dream. That's just a afternoon of drinking.
Yeah, I guess so. But
is that your dream?
Might be your dream. Yeah, no, yeah.
But then what happens after
in the beach?
What happens after the first day?
You go, I've really, really enjoyed that. I'm going to go home, go to bed, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it again in the morning.
So you're just going to spend every day drinking margaritas on the beach?
Yeah, and then one day you might be like, you know what, I'm going to make a little sand sculpture, and then you make a little sand sculpture and you're on the beach and you're like, oh, that's really cool. Tomorrow I'm going to make a bigger one, and then the next day you make a really big sand sculpture, and then the next day you're like, well, I'm going to branch out and try and do something else, and then at the end of your dream, you live in the sand castle.
But what if you could just make your job building sandcastles? What if you work towards that now? You spent 5 years like trying to be the best sandcastle builder, and what do you mean wrong?
You have to struggle doing that, and you're not doing it under your own terms.
But you're doing it under your own terms. It's your business that you got going, your little thing. But you could struggle now working a job that you don't like, and then you're gonna build sandcastles in your golden years when you're slightly decrepit.
I think it ignores the pressures of just day-to-day maintenance and life that you have to...
You're still going to have those, though.
You're doing your job at the moment to save up so that you don't have to work for 6 months.
Oh, I'm doing it so I can work on music for 6 months.
Yeah, but you're taking the pressure off yourself by saving that money up. To say you're going to drop everything to then make a business, it's just... I'd love to do that.
But you don't have to drop everything.
Yes, I do. I can't have my life and that. I can't have a job... and do my dream because I don't have the money.
But then that's why you would so right now we've been sitting here for an hour, whatever, recording this. Yeah. You could have said, nah, I'm not doing a stupid podcast. I'm going to work on my...
Yeah, well, I'm too tired to do that. It's too much effort. Yeah, I think that's a legitimate reason. I worked all day.
Yeah.
My brain doesn't allow me to be inspired that much.
Oh, yep. You don't have to be inspired. You just have to decide what it is you want to do, and then just work bit by bit by bit towards it each evening. And then the weekends, you've got the whole weekend of you don't have to do anything.
I think I'm not like making excuses for myself, but I require equipment to do what I want to do that I don't have.
Yeah, that is true.
Like,
so you need to save up and get the equipment, but then you need somewhere you can use the equipment. Yeah, so you've got a lot of obstacles in the way.
Yeah.
Whereas I just go, well, I've got a computer.
Yeah.
I'll just hum something. That'll be the next song.
That's tonight's work done.
Yep.
I've hummed. Have you done any humming on any songs that you've made?
Nope.
I think that's for the next. Definitely for the next song that you do, you need to do some humming.
We need to think of how we're going to do this properly. I mean, like, if we're going to carry this on, I need like an actual mic stand that I can put up.
Like a boom stand.
Yeah. Well,
you can get those ones genuinely, 15 quid.
Yeah.
They clamp onto a thing and then they're like a big boom arm.
Yeah. They look really good.
But actually, they're 15 quid. You don't know how big they are. They might be like 30 centimetres.
Maybe. But no, I've seen those. Like, watching the Ask Gary V show stuff, he has just, when he does the podcast, he has a few of them just clamped on the table, and they come up here, and they just...
And you can just move them about.
Yeah. You don't have to untwist anything.
This is good for a podcast.
Yeah.
People listening to us describe boom mics.
Oh, well, we can just cut all this bit off. It doesn't really matter.
No, I want it in there.
All right, I'm going to stop now.
No, we should say goodbye.
Now. Well, we can
just fade out with me saying spaghetti.
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 Goodbye.
Spaghetti.